And I was outside this bar in Benidorm, and I was in a conversation, I was in dialogue. Bearing in mind this is going back 4 years, I'd had a few drinkies, and we'd had a nice time, and we're out there and chatting away, and my friend said to me, "We're all worried about you, mate." I said, "Why is that?" "You've changed. You've changed." I said, "I know." I needed to. I needed to change. God, I needed to change, right? Because the one that he was talking about was in the early 20s, when I was severely fucking in a bad place, right? And I would wake up on Sundays and I wouldn't move. I'd be upset, have down times more than an up times. I'm talking about a guy that you wouldn't even recognise. Overweight, felt really unhealthy, had unhealthy habits. And this was the guy that they wanted to see. This is the guy they wanted to see. That's what I took from it. I said to him, "Would you rather me be unhappy and unhealthy, or happy and healthy?" And he said, "Of course I'd rather you be happy and healthy." Let me ask you the question again, because you've told me that I've changed. So I've gone from being unhappy and unhealthy to happy and healthy. And you're saying that you're all worried about me, travelling here, travelling there. I wasn't travelling, I was learning here, learning there. I travelled to America, Australia, Europe. I was going to find people that I could feel inspired by, to learn how to build a life of fulfilment and happiness. Because, I'm in my 20s, I was just working. Outside of work, I wasn't happy. I found a career that I loved, because it was helping other people and helping people with solutions, and I freaking loved that. And that filled my cup. But at work, out of work, different, right? So I was out of work, my behaviours were different, and it led me to being unhappy and unhealthy. I got a message over the weekends, right? And I'm going to share this with you, because I'm not going to name who it's from, but I get a lot of questions and messages, and I truly, this was 11:15 on a Saturday night. I read it on a Sunday morning, so my response time's down. Sorry. What's the secret to happiness, Matt? I still feel unhappy at times, just nowhere near as much as I used to. So my majority of the time, I am happy, right? So wow, in my opinion, I've said to him, don't think too hard about it, because I actually haven't consciously became happy. Let me explain. Learning to love yourself first is the best place to start. I didn't like myself back then, let alone love myself. For decades, I'm talking decades, my life was paused. Believe it or not, and I still struggle. Worrying about what others think of you isn't healthy. Okay. This week I had two people tell me that they'd heard from some folk that I'm getting too big for my boots. In my world, to those who know me, that couldn't be more opposite. But who am I to change their opinion? In the same week, I've had lovely messages, positive messages from clients, from my mum, from friends. So the moral of that story is to find comfort in who you are and what you give to yourself and to others. Don't worry too much about other opinions. There's that story about the tallest poppy in the field, right? The tallest poppy in the field gets hit by the wind, right? Gets a lot more. But just think about this. If you're talking about and sharing and helping and doing what you believe in, and it makes you happy, it makes you fulfilled, and the people that love you really will be on that journey with you. They'll be right by your side. And I said to him, I hope that helps, and we had some more dialogue, but I'm not going to go into it. But I got a message on the morning before from my mum. And I'm sorry to do this on video, but it is real and it is what it is. Good morning, Matt. Really lovely evening. Thanks for organising it. You're so inspiring and have so much enthusiasm to help people. You do it all with a smile, which makes me smile. Yes, go for all of your dreams. Love you so much. I'm very proud of you and always will be. Who's on my team? Who's around you at the moment? Who's on your team? Could be your mum, could be your dad, could be your brother, your sister, could be your best friend. But it's important to know who's on your team. And the people that love you, who are genuine, the real people, won't be talking about you behind your back, they'll be talking to your face. And by the way, you need to be brought down to earth at times, we all do, especially as you grow in confidence. You know, someone said I was too big for my boots. I've just said I've outgrown those boots. And that's not being arrogant, that's just being real. I don't want to have the same feelings that I had back then. And if that's the person that you will connect to and feel like they're more of a friend just because they wanted to get pissed and hammered and whatever it was more of the time, I can't play that role for you because it will just make me unhappy. Does this resonate with you watching this right now? And I bet it does. And I bet it resonates to more people, actually, than would be prepared to admit. And I'm putting my head above the parapet now because the people that have made these statements will recognise that it's them, and this will fuel their anger and rage. I mean, they're angry that I'm happy. Work that fucker out. Yet I'll still meet them for coffee. I'll still enjoy their company. I'll still connect, talk, help, whatever it is that I can't change who I am. I've discovered who I am, and I want you to discover who you are. And when you get there, there's a thing called freedom that kicks in. And that freedom does get challenged with you worrying about what other people think. And my advice to you is just keep going. Keep doing what you believe in, keep sharing what you believe in, and you're going to go on to a level that's called fulfillment. Enjoy that journey. If you need any advice, any help, just drop me a message and we'll catch up soon. Thank you for listening.